All right, well, this was a big draft for the Bengals in every sense of the word. They knew that they wanted to strengthen their lines with this year's class. Local 12's digital sports editor Richard Skinner is here with his take on the picks. And we saw on round one, they went with a need. They addressed it. They did the same thing in rounds 2 and 3.
Yeah, and certainly the second defensive tackle pick in round 3. They wanted to add 2 defensive tackles that they feel can play right away. And they feel that way about Chris Jenkins and then McKinley Jackson, who was the 3rd round pick. He didn't have as high a grade as 3rd round. Some had him as deep as the 5th round. But at the time they took him, there were only 2 guys like him left, him and Mekhi Wingo from LSU. And I think they said, listen, we're going to get our guy. It may be too early, but we're going to get our guy, and that's what they did.
2 tight ends.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
Struck me by surprise for sure, especially one as early as the 4th round. That's Eric All, who's a local product from Fairfield, was a teammate of Jackson Carman's at Fairfield High School. Has an injury history. Had a spinal surgery a couple of years ago to replace a hernia or fix a disc, and then last year suffered a knee injury. Got immense talent. I mean, it's the Iowa pipeline of tight ends, right? Even though he played there he started his career at Michigan. He actually led them in receiving last year and only played 7 games. So the upside's there. I think for them, it's more of, all right, if he's ready to play, great. If not, we can use this as a redshirt year. And the second tight end, I think, is the insurance plan if you do have to give him a redshirt year.
And he's got pass catching experience galore as well.
Yes.
Late, the 7th round pick is intriguing because this is a guy, this center from Miami, who I think a lot of people had ranked higher, and he goes in the 7th round.
Yeah, Matt Lee. He's got a lot of starts under his belt. 59 college football starts. Started his career at UCF. Finished at Miami of Florida. Again, a guy that you need a backup center. That Trey Hill's on the last year of his rookie deal, and he got bypassed by Max Sharping last year. So he's got a chance to come in and be the backup. And I know people hate to hear this. Ted Karras is in the final year of his contract. He will turn 32 next season. You have to start thinking about a replacement, and this is probably at least a place to maybe start the ball rolling there.
They addressed defensive back as well.
Yeah, and they also made a move official that Dax Hill is going to move to cornerback. So they had a Josh Newton from TCU. Didn't have as good a 2023 as 2022, but that 2022 team did go to the college football championship game, and he was a big part of that. So it adds to the depth of the position they need depth at.
And they sort of stick to the mantra of drafting leaders, drafting captains. A lot of these guys were captains on their teams.
McKinley Jackson, I mean, perfect example, 2-time captain at Texas A&M. And I think that's important to them. They want guys from major schools. They wanted size, and they like those captains, to your point, and they addressed a lot of those things.
Give me a grade.
I gave it a B. Again, the Jackson pick doesn't bother me. It just I'm a big round value guy. I think the Burton pick was just off the charts. I think it's got a chance to be one of those we look back on and go, wow, how did they get that guy?
All right. Richard Skinner, thank you so much. The 2024 NFL Draft is officially in the books.